Hello everybody, we are going to start our class, our law class, okay? And yesterday's topic was of disqualification of director, right? Of under section 164. Okay, hope so. Up to this, everything is clear to you. We are going forward, and our today's topic is vacation of office by director, right? Do you remember the section 164 where I was discussing about the disqualification of director, right? So in vacation of office by director, number first point is incurs any of disqualification specified in section 164, right? 164, what were the disqualification under section 164? They were if again said unsound mind, right? Undischarged, insolvent, educating insolvent, convicted by court, order passed by order, not paid any call on shares, and remember section 188 related party transaction, right? And again disqualification by reason of default by company if the failure not filed financial statement and annual return for continuous period of 3 financial year, not 3 financial month. In last video I guess mistakenly said that it was of 3 month. No, 3 continuous financial year it was. Okay. Hope this was clear. And one more point was that if the company has failed to repay the deposit, again repay the deposit, yes. Second, redeem the debenture, right? And third, pay the declared dividend again. Okay, so these points are also covered in section 164 for vacation of office by director. Is it clear? Yes, this part is clear. Okay, let's go to the next point of vacation of office by director. If the director is absent from all board meeting which is held during a period of 12 months, right? Do you know how much board meeting is held every year? At least 4 board meeting, right? At least 4 board meeting, and the duration, the interval between 2 board meeting should not exceed 120 days. Is this clear? Right. So number first vacation of office by directors point says that if he incur any of disqualification specified under section 164, yes, that is cleared. Okay. Second, if he is absent himself from all board meeting held during a period of 12 months. Acha, can you tell me a person can present himself in board meeting by, how can he attend board meeting? Are there any form like he have to present there physically or virtually? We have one more option with us, that we can also take part or in a board meeting we can also take part by virtually, right? If there is an agreement or terms and conditions are written in company's policy. Okay, so this is also one of the option available for directors. Okay. Hope so. Second point is also cleared. Now let's go for the third point, contravention of provision 184, which is disclosure of interest of director. 184 says about the disclosure of interest of directors, right? So there are 3 points till now which says the vacation of director. The director have to vacate the office. There are some cases where the director have to vacate the office, and those conditions are: number 1, if he is disqualified under section 164 by, again in section 164 there are 2 things, right? 1 by director, 1 any default made by company for non-filing financial statement or annual return for consecutive 3 financial year, right? Do you remember this? Okay. And the second part, if not filing, what? Redeeming the debenture, repaying the interest, and one more thing, unable to declare dividend, right? These 3 things were also mentioned, means there are 2 options again, right? So this part is clear, right? And third point is about the contravention of provision of section 184. 184 says about the disclosure of interest of director. Is it clear? Hope this part was clear. Now this is the very easiest point, which is disqualified by any order of court or tribunal, right? ठीक है. Let's jump into the next point, which is convicted by court or any offense, whether involving moral turpitude or not, right? And imprisonment for not less than 6 months. We know this point again, right? Let's go for the next point, which says that removed in pursuance of provision of this act under section 169. Under section 169. Is it clear? Okay. And is there any punishment if any person, right, he is disqualified, right, he is vacated by his office, okay, and still he is acting and he is performing all the functions, right, by which he should take part if he was not disqualified. I am repeating, if a person is removed by his office, is vacated, right, and still the person, the director, is performing all of his duty, right, then he is liable for punishment. For how much? Fine of 1 lakh, which could be extended, fine of minimum 1 lakh, right, fine of minimum 1 lakh, which could be extended up to rupees 5 lakh, which could be extended up to rupees 5 lakh. Is it clear? Yes. And about imprisonment, do you know that there would be imprisonment of 1 year, at least 1 year, right, or fine, let's go for the points again. Section 167 says about the vacation of office by director under which conditions, right, and the points are going to say that number 1, 164 says about the, jaldi batao bhai, disqualification of director, right, all the disqualifications, right. Second, if he have not attended any of board meeting in 12 months, during those 12 months, okay, either physically or virtually, okay. Next point was about, jaldi 184 section, right, okay, again court have declared any order against him, right, and again if he is convicted by court, tribunal, okay. And fifth, again another point was of removed under section 169, okay. And what were the punishment if he is involved in any of the activities, even he knowing that he is vacated by office, he is still performing the activities or he is still performing the duties by himself, then in that case he would be liable for imprisonment for up to 1 year, right, and fine of at least 1 lakh rupees and maximum up to 5 lakh rupees. Is it clear? Yes, this part was clear. Hope this part was clear. Okay, let's go for one case law so that you could understand more about that. Okay, Mr. X is a director of AB Limited and PQ Limited. AB Limited was a regular in filing annual return, okay, but did not file annual account for the year of 31st March 2016, 1 year, remember, 2017, 2 year, 2018, 3 year. Let me write it, okay. Acha, once a person is disqualified, right, once a director is disqualified, he would not be reappointed for further 5 years, okay, in any of the office, okay, and he would be disqualified among other companies where he would be acting as a director in only that company where he have done default, right. I'll give you example and will let you know each and everything. Please don't panic, right. Okay, so in the case law there is Mr. X, who is director in 2 company, ठीक है. One company is AB Limited and second company is PQ Limited. Is it clear? ठीक है. AB Limited was regular in filing annual return but did not file annual return for year or for 3 years. ठीक है. Again I have written two things ना. This could be financial statement. Okay. ठीक है. They have filed their regular in filing financial statement but do not file annual return. ठीक है. AB did not pay. AB is the only person limited who is not paying anything, I guess. Did not pay interest on loan taken from public financial institution from 2017 and also failed repayment of mature deposit taken from public from 1st April 2017 and default continues. Do you remember when under section 164 when the company was making any default for non-filing of financial statement and annual return for three continuous financial year, right? In that case, if the failure continues for 1 year, there was second option available. Second option was off. Let's see again. Repay the deposit, redeem the debenture, and declare the dividend. If do not pay, declare the dividend. Do not pay the declare dividend. Remember, do not pay the declared dividend, right? In these three cases, if the company failed to repay the deposit, yes, redeem any debenture and pay the declared dividend, right? And such failure continues for 1 year or more, right? Such failure continues for 1 year or more. And here in the question is saying that the default is continuous, which means the default is not paid. Right, we have no date mentioned here, so we'll assume that it is continuing, right? So the default is continued for at least 1 or more, then we'll declare it as disqualification, right? So we'll assume this, right? So answer the following in the light of relevant provision of the company. Right, these are the provision which I have written here. Mr. X is a director of AB Limited and PQ Limited. This is clear, bachcho? Is this clear? Yes, this part is clear, right? Okay, and AB have already filed financial statement on due dates. But what about the annual return? He made a default for 3 financial consecutive year, right? Continuous 3 financial year, right? So this X, Mr. X, the director of AB Limited, would be disqualified, right? Now we want to know more provisions, right? And second default made by him was that he have not paid interest on loan, right? A public financial institution from 2017, and it's still continuing, right? It's still continuing. How we can know that? Because there is in the question they have mentioned about the annual return of 2016, 17, 18. So the default, the payment from interest which is to be repay back of interest of loan in form of interest of loan is again continued for more than 1 year. But you have to remember that is this the thing which was mentioned in the disqualification of company? Is this the thing which was mentioned in the company's disqualification, right? This is one of the biggest question which you have to find out, right? Still the question. Okay, let's go again. And second thing, again another default was of repay, have not paid the mature deposit from public from 1st April 2017, right? Again we know in the question that there is mention about 2018 annual return, right? So which means the company, the person is have made a default, right? And he would be disqualified. This thing is very much clear. So let's go for the provisions, right? Okay, as per the section 104 to subsection 2, person who has been a director of company shall be disqualified from being appointed or reappointed as director in any company for period of 5 years. ठीक है? If the company of which he has been director has not filed financial statement, annual return for any consecutive 3 financial year? Yes. Is it clear? Yes. Second thing, he has failed to repay the deposit, accepted by it or pay interest on due dates, redeem debenture. This is first part, repay deposit, redeem debenture on due date or pay interest, or third was to pay declare dividend, right? And the failure continues for one or more year, right? 1 year or more. As per section 167, vacation of office of director says if a director would be disqualified under section 164 subsection 2 is also director in any other company, then his office of directing all such company would become vacant. All such company would become vacant. But his office of director in defaulting company shall not vacate, which means the person who have done default in which company they are talking about, the defaulting company was AB Limited, right? The Mr. X, the director, is going to continue in which office? This company, which means the Mr. X, the director, is going to continue in defaulting company, right? And what about PQ Limited? He have to vacate that company. Let's read it again. If this part, okay, if the director would be disqualified under section 164 subsection 2 is also director in any other company, right? PQR, okay, then his office of directing all such company shall become vacate. He have to vacate that company, right? But his office of director in defaulting company shall not be vacated. Is it clear? This defaulting company would continue his direction in which company? AB Limited, right? What about PQ? He have to vacate this company. He have to vacate, right? Continue. Is this part clear? Yes. Now second thing comes in my mind. In the present case, ABC Limited has committed the following default. Let's go for the default. First, failure to file the financial statement for 3 consecutive years, which was 2015, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. So, directors of AB Limited shall disqualified for 5 years. Got it? What I said, that the person who made default, right? All the directors of that company is going to be disqualified, right? Of which company? AB Limited. In this question, AB Limited, all the directors of AB Limited shall be disqualified for how much time period? 5 years. For 5 years. Second default done by him was failure to pay the interest on loan taken from the public financial institution from 1st 2017 onward. Again, in section 164, is this the condition mentioned? Let's go and check out again. The condition were about repay the deposit, redeem any debenture, or pay the declared dividend. Is there anything mentioned about the repayment, mature deposit from public? Yes, this point was they were talking about. But what about the payment interest on loan? This condition was not mentioned in the law. So this condition was not mentioned in the law. Which condition? Payment interest on loan, right? Let's go for the question again. And this was saying that also AB Limited did not pay interest on loan taken from public financial institution, right? This was not the condition written in law. Got it? And but he was also failed to repay the mature deposit taken from public. This was mentioned, right? Let's see again that repay the deposit. Repay the deposit was one of the condition. Is it clear? Yes. Let's go. Okay, so the solution says that the answer we are having failure to pay interest on loan taken from public financial institution from 1st April 2017 onwards. Is this default is related to payment of deposit? Yes or no? No. Right? We have no such condition in section 167. Right? 167. Okay. So disqualification is incurred only if the default relates to payment of deposit, not because of non-payment of loan taken from any public financial institution or interest thereon. Got it? Chalo. And the third default done by the company was failure to repay the mature deposit has continued for a period of 1 year. Got it? Which means accordingly all the directors of AB Limited shall be disqualified under section 164 subsection 2. Now let's get into the conclusion. Let's go for the questions and find out the answers. Okay. Now question first. Whether Mr. X is disqualified under section 164 of Companies Act 2013? Yes. Why? Because he made default in what? For filing, non-filing of financial statement for 3 financial year, right? And second condition was of repay mature deposit from public, which also continues for 1 year, right? We are not going to take this part. This condition is not written in the law, so we are not going to take this part. Okay, so let's get into the answer. Mr. X is disqualified under section 164 subsection 2 from 1st April 2018 for period of 5 years. Got it? 5 years. For how many years? For 5 years. 5 years. He'll be disqualified. He would not be reappointed in same company even. Okay. Let's go for the second question. Second question says that whether Mr. X can continue as a director in AB Limited and PQ Limited. What did I say? What did I said at that time? That if Mr. X, who is a defaulter, right? He made a default, right? He is disqualified, right? In this case, he will continue in which company? In defaulting company. And which is defaulting company? AB Limited, right? And what about PQ Limited? He have to vacate his office, right? Now let's get into the answer. Answer is saying that in AB Limited, he have to continue. This is defaulting company. Which is this? Defaulting company. The remaining company, company have to vacate, right, his office. Second answer was this. Let's go for the third. Whether Mr. X can, this is reappointed, okay, reappointed with when he retired by rotation of annual general meeting of AB Limited to be held in September 2018. Do you think, guys, he would be reappointed as director again? No. Right? Let's get into the answer, which says that Mr. X is disqualified under section 164 subsection 2. Okay? He cannot be reappointed, okay, as director in AB Limited or appointed as director in any other company, but for 5 years. For 5 years. Okay? After that, he would be appointed and reappointed. Okay, but for 5 years, which means from 1st April 2018 to 31st 2023. But how can you say that the date is from 1st April 2018, right? Let me tell you again. The default was made in which year? Let's check. 2016, 17, 18 for financial non-filing of financial statement, right? And second, repayment of mature deposit was from 1st April 2017. 2017, right? What about the year ending, which is going to be 31st March 2018, right? The next accounting year would be of 1st April 2018, right? So we are going to count from 1st April 2018, 5 years from 1st April 2018. So 5 years from 1st April 2018 would be 31st March 2023. Got it? Now let's go for the fourth question, which says about Mr. A is proposed to be appointed as director, additional director of XY Limited. Okay, and in June 2008, is he eligible? What did I said? Remember? So let's jump into the answer now. With effect from 1st April, Mr. X is disqualified under 164 subsection 2 for a period of 5 years. For a period of 5 years. Got it? So he is not eligible for appointed as additional director for XY Limited in June 2018. Is it clear? Hope this part was also clear to you. Now we are going for another section, section number 149 subsection 1 and 149 subsection 2, which says the minimum number of director. You know that in public company there should be at least 3, private company there should be at least 2 director, and 1 person company as name specify there should be 1 director, minimum 1 director in the company. And what about the maximum? The maximum number could be go up to 15, But what if the company want more than 15 directors? They can, by passing special resolution, a company can appoint more than 15 directors. Got it? Yes. Now section 165 says about the number of directorship. No person shall hold office as director, including alternative directorship, in more than 20 company. However, in public and private, right? Not more than 20 companies. Number of directorship could not be more than 20 companies, including whether that is public company or private company. Is it clear? Yes. Let's go. No person shall hold office as director, including alternative director, in more than 10 public company, which is including 10 public company. Right? Whether it is private or public. Okay, next. Section 168. This would be our last topic of today's video. Okay, so section 168 says that resignation of director. Do you think any director would resign from his office? Yes, of course, as per his wish. Why can't he resign from his office? Okay, resignation shall be valid only if it is addressed to the company. What if a moody director, right? He wants to get resignation. For example, he have written a resignation letter and kept that resignation letter in his office table's drawer, right? And left the office. Do you think that resignation is going to be valid here? No. Okay, so the resignation shall be valid only if it is addressed to the company. Number 1 point. Is it clear? Yes. Second, forwarding the documents to the registrar within 30 days of registration. This is one of the option available to director, that the director could or director may, right? Director may forward documents to the registrar. To whom? Registrar. Okay, within 30 days of resignation. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. What if he forgot to intimate the registrar? There would be nothing. Okay, because there is one option available with director that he may, if he want, So he's having the option that he can intimate the documents to the registrar if he wants. That's it. ठीक है? In which what he have to do, copy of his resignation is to be sent to the registrar along with the detailed reason for resignation, right? There should be a reason written in the resignation that why he really wants to resign. Okay, now next point says about the intimation by company to registrar, but here the company is bound to give the intimation to registrar. Okay, the company would be compelled to do so. It is one of the duty of company to give the intimation to the registrar. Within how much days? Again within 30 days. Again within 30 days of receipt of notice of resignation by filing DIR 12. DIR 12. This was of section 168. Section 160 says about the resignation of the director. And what was about 168? 168 is about resignation ना, तो 167 is about tell me. सब भूल जाते हैं हम, बेकार बच्चे हैं. चलो ठीक है. Now so the company have to intimate the registrar within 30 days of receipt of notice of resignation in DIR 12. This is very much clear. What about the effect of resignation? The date on which notice is received by the company, right? Or the date, if any, specified by the director in the notice. Again, resignation would be effect from which date? The date on which notice is received by company, right? For example, I'll tell you that Mr. X, again, the moody director. Earlier he don't know that he have to give that resignation letter to company, right? So that's why he didn't get his resignation at that time. Now he get to know about these things that he have to give that resignation letter to the company. Okay, so he have mentioned a date which is 15th of March in the resignation letter. Okay, and he have given the resignation letter to the company on, let's take 15th of February. Okay, so the resignation effect would be taken from the date whichever is later, among which either the company receives the resignation letter, right? A company receives the resignation letter on which date? 15th of February, right? Or the date which is mentioned in the notice, in the letter of resignation, right? Which is from 15th March, whichever is later. Okay, among these two, whichever is later, that is 15th of March. Okay. And consequences, what if all the directors resignated, okay, or want resignation? In that case, what about the directors? There would be any director in the company? No. Then who is going to appoint the company? The promoter is going to appoint the company, right? Sorry, directors, right? But in his absence, who is going to appoint the director? Central government. Central government is going to appoint the director up to the general meeting, right? Those directors are going to be there up to next general meeting. Okay, and in that general meeting, further director would be appointed. Okay, hope the topic was clear, right? Hope you are doing revision regularly. Hope you are making notes, right? Hope you are doing written practice regularly. If not, please do so. Okay, hit a like button, subscribe my channel. Thank you so much because you are subscribing. है ना? चलो, till then we'll meet again. This is Soumya Santosh.